Hi, my name is Larry Newman. I'm a DWI defense attorney located in Ithaca, New York. We handle DWI criminal defense and traffic defense within the Finger Lake region of New York State. Today I want to talk to you about New York State probation. Now, people call probation anything that requires any type of monitoring or supervision, but there's really three different categories or levels of New York State probation. Number one would be the conditional discharge. Traditional conditional discharge just have a set of terms and conditions. Number one condition, don't get rearrested for 1 year. But the judge can place more conditions than that upon a conditional discharge. Some of the conditions under a DWI case would be an ignition interlock for 1 year. That's daily monitoring of a car that you're going to drive, that you blow into a device before you can start the car while you're driving the car, to check to see if you have any alcohol in your system. That's one condition of a conditional discharge for a DWI case. But there could be other conditions placed upon a conditional release. Now remember, conditional discharges as well as traditional probation are forms of what's called a conditional release. That means there's terms and conditions. So we have really three tiers. The lowest tier would be the conditional discharge, where they just give you a set of conditions. If you follow the conditions, like take the impaired driving course, or go do the ignition interlock device in the car, take a victim impact panel, those types of conditions, you do them completely on your own, and then you connect with the monitor for that county for the ignition interlock device. So that's the lowest level of what I would consider a New York type of probation. That would be a 1 year term, or it could be a 2 year term of a conditional discharge. The second tier would be up from a conditional discharge, where the judge places special conditions upon your release. One of the special conditions could be that you have to complete treatment for alcohol or substance abuse, or go in regularly for urinalysis to check if you're under the influence of any drugs or alcohol. That could be a second tier of a conditional discharge, similar to probation but without a probation officer. And the highest level of what New York State probation would be is where you get assigned a probation officer that you have to report to. That, I think, is the highest level of a conditional release, because you're closely supervised and monitored, and they can come over to your house and they can come and say, come on in, we want to check you when we want to check you, instead of just being on a set schedule of every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks to get checked out. Those are the three types of conditional releases, one being the conditional discharge, second being a conditional discharge with special conditions, and the last being traditional probation. Traditional probation on a DWI case is generally 3 years, but it could be 2 years. If you have questions about your DWI case, criminal case in the Finger Lakes region, New York State, you can give us a call, shoot us an email, fill out form on our website. Be more than happy to discuss it with you. And thanks for watching this video.